Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with another movie review. And just like I promised, we're going to be talking about Back to the Future. And we're going to be talking about Back to the Future Part 1 today. And in case you guys haven't noticed, this is the Blu-ray edition. It's a great set. You should really get it. It's a great set with all 3 movies and a bunch of bonus content. But well, anyways, let's get started. Well, this movie was made in the year, I believe, 1985, I believe. And we meet the casts in this movie. We meet Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, Dr. Emmett Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd, and Lorraine McFly, played by Leah Thompson. And I forgot who the other actors are, but let's get started. And we see in this movie that we first see Marty McFly at Dr. Brown's house. He's coming over to visit him, playing his guitar, turns up the volume really high, strums the guitar, and boom! The stereo blows up, and then he goes flying like crazy. And then we get a call. He gets a call from Dr. Brown telling him not to be careful. He warns him to be careful with the stereo because it might have too much power when you turn up the volume. And then Marty McFly tells him, "Oh, I see. Okay." And then he tells them to meet him at 2 o'clock in the morning for an experiment. And then tells him that it is 10:15. And Marty McFly goes, 10:15? Doc, did you just say 10:15? And he said, yes. Oh man, I'm late for school. And then he goes to his high school, but he sneaks because he's late. And if his teacher or the principal calls him late, he gets a tardy. Well, his girlfriend comes out and shows him a different way, like a shortcut. But he still gets caught by his principal, gets a tardy, and then they go to the audition for the party. And then he plays a song with his band, but the judges end up not liking it for some reason. I guess it's too loud, or it's out of range for some reason. I don't know. The judges just don't like it for some reason. And then we go, tells, he wants to know why, because at dinner time he gets home, he wonders why, because when he gets home, Bev is like treating him, like bullying him around, and he thinks his dad is like, I don't know, he just sees his dad not defending himself, and wondering why he won't defend himself. So he goes with Dr. Brown, he goes back to the past, back to the year 1955, and he meets his dad, but his dad doesn't know him, because this was way before he was even born. So we go back to the year 1955, he meets his dad. He wants to ask Lorraine out, which is supposed to be his mom in a couple of years. So we go. He wants to ask her out, but he's too nervous to do it because of Biff. Biff back then was the bully, the big bully that always picks on everybody. So his son Marty McFly shows him how to stand up for himself, how to be a gentleman when it comes to women, showing them how to ask them out politely, and just showing them manners, just showing them how to be a perfect gentleman. So, and then we find out his son goes to his mom's house where she used to live when she was a kid. They have dinner together, and then he leaves after he has dinner with his mom at his mom's parents' house. He leaves. He goes back to his dad and tells him, notices that he's writing the book, and he tells him that his mom, that Lorraine, loves reading books. So he decides to write her a book. And then Biff comes in, bullies him, just grabs the book and tears it apart. And then Marty McFly just starts to have an idea about asking to the prom. So Marty McFly, he goes, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll drive Lorraine to the party, and then I'll go meet you inside the building and bring you out to meet her, to ask her out. So we go. Marty McFly goes, takes his mom to the prom, but he doesn't know that Marty McFly's dad's in the building too. So Marty McFly goes, brings his dad. Well, Biff comes in, Biff comes out and tries to get Lorraine to dance with him. And pulls her out of the car to come dance with him, but he doesn't want to do it. So, and then Marty McFly reminds his dad to stand up for himself. So he goes, gets Biff, grabs him by the shirt, tells him to lay off and stop being the jerk. And then right before she's gonna punch his dad blocks his punch and punches Biff in the head. Knocks him out cold. And then his dad asks Lorraine, his mom, and he goes, Are you okay? Picks her up and just goes to the prom. After she sees his heroic actions. So we go, and then he plays the music in a special song just for his parents. And he plays Johnny Go, which goes, Go Johnny Go, Go Johnny Go. And people might heard that song before from the movie. So he's playing that song, leaves, and then he meets his mom again, and she goes, that was really interesting music. And then he goes, well, your kids will love it when they grow up. Which actually is true, because Marty McFly likes rock and roll music. So we go, they leave, Marty McFly leaves. He goes to meet Doc Brown for this big experiment about going back to the future. And there's a problem. Cloud falls down. He grabs it. He has to grab it, put it back together. And then he slides it right before Marty McFly to hit the wire with the big stick that's coming, or with the big hook on the top. Plugs it in. And then he goes back to the future. And then we see him. And Doc Brown's in shock. Because his plan or his experiment has succeeded, has worked. And he's going, yes, like all excited. And then we see right before Doc Brown's gonna leave, Marty McFly comes back. Actually has come back from the future, but it's his other self. But he doesn't know it. Doc Brown doesn't know that. So he goes, Marty goes up to Doc Brown and says, Doc! 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 And then Doc goes, whoa! And Marty goes, it's me, Marty. No, it can't be, I just sent you back to the future. And Marty McFly tells him, I know, Doc, I know, but I'm back from the future. And Doc Brown just looks up with in awe and astonishment, and he says, Great Scott! And just passes out. And then it says, to be concluded. So, that was the end. So, Back to the Future Part 1. And next time we're gonna do Part 2. So you guys stay tuned for that. I hope you've been enjoying these movie reviews and all my other reviews that I've done. If there's some of you that haven't seen any of my movie reviews, go check them out. I really appreciate it. So, like my videos, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below to ask me your questions, because I might do a Q&A video where you send me your questions and I'll answer them as many as I can. So, thank you all for watching my videos and liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. And for all my wonderful subscribers, all my fans, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys mean a lot to me. And I just want to say, so stay tuned for more videos. And once again, comment down below to know what you guys think about my channel, my videos. And let me know what, and if you guys have any questions, comment down below to let me know what your questions are, and I'll try and answer them as many as I possibly can. So stay tuned, and once again to my wonderful subscribers, I have 10 of them so far, so I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, God bless, see you next time, Joshua Purvis out.